how do you see the role of HVAC consultancies and consultants in general, designers, system integrators, those guys that participate in the design and execution of a building? Vic?
So I think you mentioned in the introduction, Michael, right, that 40% of the energy worldwide is used in buildings, right? I don't know if you mentioned it or not, but 40% of the energy in buildings is used for HVAC, right? So we're talking 15 to 20% of the global energy consumption is being used in HVAC. So it is a absolutely critical part of the energy ecosystem that we address, right? I mean, we hear a lot about electric cars and aircraft and long distance shipping, those stuff, but 15 to 20% of the global energy being used in commercial buildings is huge. So all those HVAC consultants, contractors, engineers out there, right? I mean, the focus is on you guys to work to get these buildings down to net zero, because that is, I think, far and away one of the biggest levers we have to pull to get our energy consumption down. What can they specifically do? Honestly, I think we have, as I talk to the different consultants, contractors, and so on, great people working in this industry today, right? I mean, we have dedicated people with people who are super passionate also about, reaching net zero. So let's keep doing what we're doing out there. But to Jenna's point, right, as the technology was getting more and more advanced, we need to make sure we keep up with the training. I think, Vic, as you mentioned, education too, right? The days of servicing systems with a torch and a wrench are probably over, right? Maybe you need still a torch and a wrench, but you definitely need your laptop or your smartphone and a few other tools in there. Systems are getting more and more complicated, so we need to make sure we're staying on top of the technology. The technology and the innovation curve is skyrocketing, so we need to make sure we stay on top of all these developments as they're coming, so that we can implement them into those buildings. And then, of course, the individual technologies are important. But it's getting that whole ecosystem in the building to work well together, to have it connected, and to have it be optimized. So, I think fantastic work ongoing. Let's go full speed ahead, and let's just make sure we're innovating and using those new technologies.
Excellent.